everyone, today I have come up with another important yet interesting topic, John Donne. So without further ado, let's get into the video. John Donne was an English poet, scholar, soldier, Dean of St. Paul's Cathedral from 1621 to 31. John Donne is known as the preeminent representative of the metaphysical poets. He is often considered the greatest love poet in the English language. He is also noted for his religious verse and treatise, and for his sermons, which rank among the best of the 17th century. John Donne had a mastery over metaphysical conceit. The metaphysical poets are known for their ability to surprise the reader, arranging new perspective carefully through paradoxical images, subtle argument, investive syntax, and imagery from art, philosophy, religion, using an extended metaphor known as a conceit. John Donne was born into a Catholic family in 1572, during a strong anti-Catholic period in England. Donne's father, also named John Donne, was a prosperous London merchant. His mother, Elizabeth Heywood, was the grandniece of Catholic martyr Thomas More. Religion would play a stormy and passionate role in John's life. Donne's father died in 1576 and his mother remarried a wealthy widower. He entered Oxford University at age 11 and later the University of Cambridge, but never received degrees due to his Catholicism. At age 20, Donne began studying law at Lincoln's Inn and seemed destined for a legal or diplomatic career. During the 1590s, he spent much of his inheritance on women, books, and travel. He wrote most of his love lyrics and erotic poems during this time. His first books of poems, satire and songs and sonnets, were highly prized among a small group of admirers. In 1593, John Donne's brother Henry was convicted of Catholic sympathies and died in prison soon after. The incident led John to question his Catholic faith and inspired some of his best writing on religion. At age 25, Donne was appointed private secretary to Sir Thomas Egerton, Lord Keeper of the Great Seal of England. He held his position with Egerton for several years, and it's likely that around this period, Donne converted to Anglicanism. John Donne became a Member of Parliament in 1601. That same year he married 16-year-old Anne More, the niece of Sir Egerton. Both Lord Egerton and Anne's father George More strongly disapproved of the marriage, and as punishment More did not provide a dowry. Lord Egerton fired Donne and had him imprisoned for a short time, along with the church priest who married them and the man who acted as a witness to the wedding. Donne was released shortly thereafter when the marriage was proved to be valid, and he soon secured the release of the other two. This left the couple isolated and dependent on friends, relatives, and patrons. Donne suffered social and financial instability in the years following his marriage, heightened by the birth of many children. He continued to write and publish the divine poems in 1607. In 1610, John Donne published his anti-Catholic polemic Pseudo-Martyr, Leaving His Faith. In it, he proposed the argument that Roman Catholics could support James I without compromising their religious loyalty to the Pope. This won him the king's favor and patronage from the members of the House of Lords. His wife died in 1617 at 33 years old, shortly after giving birth to their 12th child. The Holy Sonnets are also attributed to this phase of his life. Donne mourned her deeply and wrote of his love and loss in his 17th Holy Sonnet. In the year 1621, he became Dean of St. Paul's Cathedral. In his later years, Donne's writing reflected his fear of inevitable death. He wrote his private prayers, devotions upon emergent occasions, during a period of several illness and published them in 1624. The most famous of these is undoubtedly Meditation 17, which includes the immortal lines, "No man is an island, and never sent to none for whom the bell tolls." Donne died on 31st March 1631 and was buried in Old St. Paul's Cathedral, where a memorial statue of him was erected. Donne's earliest poem depicts the criticism of English society. It revolves around common Elizabethan topics such as corruption in legal system, pompous courtiers, etc. Donne's early career was also remarkable for his erotic poetry, in which he uses unconventional metaphors. For instance, his poem The Flea. Donne wrote sensuous and love poems for the first half of his life, but after his wife's death, Donne devoted himself wholeheartedly to religion and theology and started writing more dogmatic and religious poems. Some of the important poems of John Donne are